Welcome back. We are going to be learning about renal structures now. So let's look at the kidney with the eyeball, what's called gross anatomy. So I've got three pictures here. The one on the left with the background. This is a fresh kidney and the top part has been cut off of it. The one in the middle is a kidney that has been fixed and has been injected with red plastic in the arterial system, blue plastic in the venous system, and yellow plastic in the urinary system. And the one on the right is a drawing. And so what you can see in the drawing and on the one on the left is the outer renal capsule is there here. It is this whitish layer that you can see it on the outer part. And right under the capsule, you can see this part that looks like the more solid part of the tissue, this part right here. And this is the outer part of the kidney, which is the outer part of many organs known as the cortex. In this case, it is called the renal cortex. And then deep to it, the tissue deep to it is going to be called the renal medulla. So this area in here. And so in the renal medulla, you're going to have these dark brown areas here, these triangular structures here that look like they have these stripes. I want to point out something else that you can see on this picture. The blood vessels, when they go into the kidney, you can see them branching and they go up between these pyramid structures. And notice they form like little arches at the top of each pyramids, and then they have like little rays that go through the cortex. So you can kind of see them going up here, going across the top, and then the rays going through the cortex so that the blood supply actually does go all the way through the cortex of the kidney. So looking at the renal medulla in more detail, as I said previously, it contains these cone-shaped tissue masses, and each one of these, if you think of a triangle in 3D, that's a pyramid. So each one of these is called a renal pyramid. And if we look at a renal pyramid, and if we look at what's going to be the microanatomy going on in the renal pyramid, you would see that there's a lot of tubes and ducts in it. And it's those tubes and ducts that make it look the stripiness that you actually see, that you can see with your naked eye. And so that's why they draw it in on all the drawings there. So moving more towards the hilum of the kidney, we now have a central empty space of the kidney called the renal pelvis. And the renal pelvis is draining the urine from all the renal pyramids, and then the renal pelvis will empty the urine into the ureter for that kidney. All right, that's it for the gross anatomy of the kidney. Come on back. Well, we are going to look at the structural and functional unit for the kidney. I'll see you shortly.